You right there? Comfortable? I should think so. Hello, my name's Pete Wilson and this is Peaches. Peaches is a 3.5-year-old Saluki bitch who we rescued courtesy of Bath Cats and Dogs Home. She's our first dog. We've had rescue cats in the past, and we just want to carry on doing what we did for Duke and Sorrel, our rescue cats, and just give a rescue animal a really great life. So why did we choose a lurcher, or in this case, or in Peach's case, a Saluki? We didn't. She chose us. We had a really great conversation with Bath Cats and Dogs Home about the kind of dog that we were looking for. And then we completely ignored all of that. And when we came to the rescue centre to meet Peaches, she absolutely nailed the audition. She was very, very affectionate. She was very, very friendly. One of the things that sight hounds do to show affection is they lean into you. And it just melts your heart. It's a really beautiful sort of moment. And then we spoke with the staff at Bath Cats and Dogs Home. We talked about what the process would be if we felt that we might be right for Peaches and Peaches might be right for us. We organised a chat with the behavioural team that were able to give us some insights into her behaviour. And obviously it's slightly artificial because it's her behaviour within the kennels. So you expect that whatever you're told by the staff at Bath Cats and Dogs Homes, there'll be some other stuff to come out, just because as she relaxes, you'll see a little bit more of her true personality. This is a fair reflection of her true personality for some of the day, but she's still settling in. Then we organised to come back and take her for a walk, which was really great to see her on the lead, and she was really well behaved. Like a lot of sight hounds, which I'm sure we'll talk about, she can be a little bit reactive to other dogs, but generally not. The consistent phrase we've all used is she hasn't got a bad bone in her body, and so breed aside, it was really her as an animal that we kind of fell in love with, really. Had the final chat with, I think it was Ellie and the behavioural team, which gave us some advice about how we would introduce Peaches into the household. We were introduced to the concept of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, which was really, really helpful, and that kind of set us up for success. Saying all of that, once Peaches joined us, there's a decompression phase for the dog. So there's quite manic behaviour. If you think about some of the things you might want to prepare for later on, is that initial period is pretty intense. And I'm happy to say at times we thought maybe we weren't the right people to do this. And then you talk to everyone who's ever rescued a dog going, oh yeah, no, that's exactly what you will be going through, right? It's unavoidable as the dog decompresses. So she's gone from being quite manic in the house to a lot more chilled. But we would say we're at the end of the beginning in helping her settle in. But we've seen, and I would say she's been with us now 20 weeks, I'd say in the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've really started to see her settle in and go, I think she's realised that this hotel might be worth staying at. And so you have to be incredibly patient in giving her the basic fundamental skills that she needs to be able to be a good sort of canine citizen. So as you can see, she loves the outdoors. So we're kind of learning that she'd rather be laying in the sun outside than laying on the sofa indoors. As a sight hound, she's easily distracted. Because obviously they're sight driven. So movement, other dogs off the lead, you have to be a little bit careful about. Birds in the garden. But I suppose fundamentally, you've just got to start as if you've got a blank slate, because they will not have been taught anything that you would expect them to know. And everything is new. What's the latest one we had? We walked past a wheelie bin on its side with the lid open, and it might as well have been the Loch Ness Monster because it scared the bejesus out of her. But she'd just never seen it before. So it's not, there's a lot of that. It's a lot of first experiences that you need to work through with them. But start with the basic skills, really. I think where we've seen some other highlights is where you see the training starting to embed, and where we've been on a lead and we've been able to call her name and she's come back to us, or she's recognised her name, and little bits like that make you realise that the future is the current problems are solvable in the future with a commitment to the training side of things. Other highlights are, we are fortunate enough, and I would encourage anyone who is thinking about getting a sight hound, is work out where your local enclosed dog parks are. One of the highlights is letting her off the lead in a dog park and seeing her at full sprint is just an incredible moment. She's living her best life, chasing around Rubber Chicken. She loves Mr. Rubber Chicken. And seeing the joy in her makes you realise that you're going to get through these more difficult times. She's been with us for 20 weeks now, and I think the one consistent highlight has been every morning where we come downstairs and she sleeps downstairs, is the way she comes to greet us, both the physical play bows, the howls, or the song of her people that she sings to us in the morning, which doesn't matter how bad a night's sleep you've had, doesn't matter how grumpy you are about getting up, it literally melts your heart. And all you hear is giggles from whoever it is who's gone downstairs. It's no question. It's like, emotionally, that's an amazing moment.